So there's a massive military buildup to potentially wage a war versus Iran right now. Fact of the matter remains that if Iran tries to obliterate Israel with too many conventional warheads or even nuclear warheads, they would be committing suicide because the combined American and Israeli counterattack would be too much for Iran to handle. Also, what makes USA and Israel think that they can permanently stop Iran's nuclear program? No one was able to stop Pakistan and North Korea's nuclear program, and Pakistan acquired nuclear weapons in the late 1990s. In the 2020s and the 2030s, it'll be a lot easier for any country to get its hands on nuclear weapons. For Republicans to just show their idiot fan base that they're dealing with USA's enemies when the biggest enemy to be dealt with is China and will remain China in the foreseeable future, but China is too big for the Republican Party to mess with. Carrier strike groups will have to be pulled away from the Pacific to focus on the Middle East. And guess who that helps? That's right, it helps China. USA can definitely obliterate any permanent blockades Iran tries to put it in place. Like if Iran tries to block the Strait of Hormuz again, then USA can destroy that blockade and then respond in force proportionately if Iran tries to escalate any fighting. But the key point is proportionately, not disproportionately. This administration is turning its back on Ukraine, stating it's getting too expensive to keep funding Ukraine to fight a war versus Russia, when the Ukrainians are fighting a brutal war to cripple Russia. But somehow there is money to deploy two entire carrier strike groups to bomb Iran, for which the price tag is a couple of million or billion, when they know that they cannot indefinitely delay Iran's nuclear program, and a forceful regime change using the military will be too costly in terms of casualties incurred and all the money spent for fighting a war for Americans and Israelis. But they need to put up a show to show their idiot fan base that they're dealing with very dangerous enemies of USA, so that the arsenal can also deplete, and so that military contractors can make even more money by resupplying the arsenal. And it's interesting to know that they're also running out of the rare earth metals right now, which is another problem. So not only is this wasteful spending without getting a lot back in return, but it's depleting the arsenal to counter China in the Pacific. The priority should be de-escalation right now when responding to any attacks by Iran proportionately, not escalation. And it's because of all these reasons I really, really hope this war does not happen, because it's not going to turn out well. It's like going to turn out pretty much like the Iraq war, and we don't want that again.